Welcome back to Let's Play Rune Oceans. It is warm today. 27 degrees, but in my room, according to my thermometer, 29 degrees, which in Fahrenheit would be 85. And the cat is like, it's so warm, I'm going to lie on the floor where the fan is mostly directed towards. Trouble with that, of course, is she's right next to the USB station thing that I have my HDMI splitter plugged into, so has a good chance of getting disconnected that way, which would be super annoying. But let's move on from. Actually, no, my controller disconnected. Speaking of which, let me see if I can get it to do that. Strange, and never. Oh, there we go. I'm not holding. I'm holding the controller in my hand, but I'm not holding any like buttons or anything. The left analog stick on this controller is fucked, and I ordered a new controller online yesterday, so it'll be either. I mean, it's already evening, so. I'm not sure, maybe it has arrived today or maybe it'll arrive tomorrow, whatever. Point is, it kind of just randomly, when I'm moving it around, it will just get stuck like that. And you can hear it, listen to it. It's definitely someone's broken in there. I'll analog stick. Just right one seems to be fine, left one. Yeah. Guess that's the funny thing is, you know, I think my old controller was an official Sony PS3 controller. And you know, going back to Persona 3, when I played that game, I was doing the post-game added story thing, and the difficulty in it was so frustrating. I threw my controller and it screwed up the L2 button, which is why I got this controller. So with that in mind, that wasn't really all that long ago. I mean, it was, you know, because it was like right after I completed Persona 3. It was like, yeah, I've got to Let's Play Persona 3 at some point. It was like maybe 2-3 years ago at most now. And this controller's already got the analog stick not working. These are definitely controllers that, you know, you frequently have to replace after like a few years. Compared to like official controllers where, you know, they just work for however long. But they'll last longer. But the trouble is, because you can't really find a PS3 controller like an official one nowadays. And if you can, it's super expensive, I'd imagine. And probably already used, you know, maybe there are some that is just like, yeah, it's still in its original packaging and everything. Those would be super expensive. But, you know, second-hand controller, even if it's the official thing, you know, it's got some wear and tear to it, you know. Is there anything else for me to say there about the controller? I don't know. It's like, whatever either this Let's Play or the Digimon World Next Order Let's Play, you know, as I've said before, once either one of these Let's Plays ends, I'll Let's Play Persona 3. I still haven't got around to playing Persona 3 in my own time to, you know, kind of practice run and also, you know, refamiliarize myself with the game, which is quite a practice run. But on top of that, you know, so I could have an alternate save file on New Game Plus for getting social links that I will inevitably not be able to max out on the main playthrough, you know. Anyways, let's go to sleep and get to the dates.
Time to go to bed.
Also, no votes on the poll yet. Well, I say yet, I don't expect them to get any more votes on the poll for who to marry. So, yeah. But, you know, if it comes down to that by the time, if I've somehow had the patience to get married to Sonja, Lily, and Violet, if after all that, I'm like, I can at least do one more overall, then I'm doing what I said, you know. I have the dinosaurs fight in Jurassic World Evolution 2 to decide. It's like, that could be used in two ways. It could be determine who will be the last one to marry, because it'd be like, I ain't doing all of that, like every single character. Or alternatively, it could be like order of elimination, you know. The one that wins would be next up, and the one who loses first is at the bottom of the poll of sorts. If it comes down to that, because I don't think there's going to be any more votes on that poll. Well, there's 2 polls, but I don't think there's going to be any votes for it. There have been 2 additional votes for the October Let's Play poll, though. It's funny, when I was editing the previous parts, you know, I'd mentioned at the start that there were like, how many votes? Was it 6 votes? I can't remember. I pointed out that there were 3 votes for Silent Hill Downfall. Well, as I was editing, it got another vote, so it's 4 for that now. But Project Zero has 2 votes now, so if it gets 2 more votes, you got a tie. And a tie means I'll either flip my specs in case worst comes to worst, or do much like I said with this game. 2 dinosaurs will fight it out to determine which game gets the next play in October. Or, you know, additionally, it could get 3 votes and then overtake it, but I don't know, it feels like it's probably going to slow down. Still got till the 1st of October to vote on it, but I don't really expect it to get that many more votes at this point. Anyways, today's long-awaited day. We promised to meet at noon at Church Plaza, right? You have a day today.
Good morning.
Get out, you piece of shit.
Good morning. I'm pleased to see you looking well.
Well, what do you say, Dean? Would you like to spa? Oh, wait. Oh. I thought you were going for your final friendship minute. Like, what, right now? That is not the time.
Ah, I do love grilled fish. I'll accept your gift gladly.
Of course, you know, Annette's on the island again, and just get another cutscene with her, you know?
Good morning. Let's do our best today.
Also, I've befriended some new monsters. That seems like a nice one.
Did you make me this? You're so talented.
That's one thing I want to do as well, is have a tour of the islands. Like, examine things in detail. As a reference point.
Good morning. The day is full of promise, isn't it?
Because hopefully this part won't, you know, be too long, so I can, you know, show off that park I made in Jurassic World Evolution 2. I tried to recreate Venice Island, but it looked nothing like it. I mean, you can see some resemblance in it, but there's only so much you can do with it in that game. It's like, it's all about dinosaur enclosures, man. It's not really gonna... I mean... In Jurassic World Evolution 2, there are buildings that kind of suit the architecture from the Malta DLC, because they have that kind of faded brick look to it, which kind of matches up with some of the buildings, but I went with the Jurassic Park era, which was mostly because of the walls you can use, because I'm not sure if the Malta one even has those. So, yeah. Oh, hi, Dean. Do you have a moment to chat? Oh, really? Thank you. Why does it have to be now of all times? Oh, this is our final friendship event, isn't it? Wait a minute. If that's the case, this came faster than it did last time. Or did it? Because I remember being a little later in the winter when I got out of friendship event previously. Made breakfast with my sisters and Sonja the other day, and they all said it was good. Oh, really? You should invite me next time. I don't know about that. I'll think about it. What's stopping you? Well, maybe it's selfish of me, but there's something about cooking for just you that I really enjoy. But unfortunately, you have to wait until...
You've given me so much support. I still wouldn't be able to cook a thing if not for you.
You know, you gotta wait till after Sonja and Aden get married, have a baby, the baby grows up a little bit, and then we move on to dating her instead. On a different save file, of course.
You're so nice to me. Why is that?
Well, because you like family to me.
Huh?
Of course, family, that's it. Yes, I misunderstood, never mind. Oh, yeah, there's something I forgot to do, I better go. It's always super awkward, isn't it? Look at this. I think just like, I'm not even gonna help you get up, I'm gonna stare at you. Who does that? Well, Dean evidently does that. Look at this pond right here. It's like, I made it into a like Deinonychus enclosure, but it's a lot bigger than this because then these bastards besides the map itself is way too big. Just like make Fenif Island like this, it would have to look much smaller.
Why, good morning. I do hope you'll have a good day. Oh my!
I do like the sun, but I can't say that my skin likes it.
Oh.
Good morning.
Jared got mad at my sister gave black trees. Yeah, I'm gonna rip your goddamn throat out. Here's your trees.
Good morning!
Yeah, made one of the dishes for dinner and Cassie said it was yummy, right, Cassie? Yeah, it was yummy. Yes, for the love of God, don't try it yourself. Like looking at this, you know, you got flower pots you can have in the game, and you know, I just can't. They don't have stairs for one thing, so I couldn't do that at the bar. It's like all this was on like one elevation. I didn't like have it elevated up, but I did a little bit. It's just kind of hard to do that.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed? That's how young folk ought to be.
They gave me a pair of glasses and friend. Too bad, huh, Dean? I'm not old and preppy yet or anything.
It is a You have not neglected your morning audience with me. Excellent.
I have always been inclined to dark magic. In childhood, I was called a prodigy of dark magic, and all feared me. Of course, you cannot ever better me, but you must enhance your ability to use magic.
Jewels possess magic. I will take possession of this one.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe I got Lily's French revenge so quickly is because I keep giving her oranges every day. Instead of, you know, jam. Because, you know, oranges, apples, and cherries are our favorites.
Oh, I love this. Thank you very much.
Saying that, though, it's not her absolute favorite, it's just one of her favorites.
Oh, morning.
You like flowers, Dean? Of course you do. Anybody who doesn't like flowers is a bad person. Or someone has well, you know, someone could have really bad allergies around flowers but still like flowers. That could be a thing.
Can I really have this? I won't give it back to you even if you ask for it, you know.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you feeling today?
I've always felt this, but it takes too long to get to those towns by ship. Any chance I would let me ride your dragon? I'm starting to think maybe the line is supposed to be golem and not dragon. Because that would make a lot more sense. Please, don't even think about it. Like, look at this building right here. You've got this kind of grimy, faded looking brickwork here. The Malta buildings in Jurassic World Evolution 2 would fit it. The Jurassic Park era doesn't quite have that faded look.
Good morning.
Oh my,
Oh.
you're such an oblivious buffoon, Aden. Everyone's in love with you and you're just completely oblivious.
Thank you so much. Now, what sort of accessory should I make with this?
morning. I wonder what we'll be having for lunch. It's so fun to think about.
Are you glitched through your chair? That's what it looks like to me. Who am I gonna talk to? Lena, Annette, of course. See, they were right next to each other, and then in the cutscene they'll be like, I didn't even know you were here this whole time. So, Violet, Elena, Joe Schmo, Sarah Bismarck, and of course Sonja, who are gonna have dates at noon. So, if I recall, the park I made, I started out with the harbor port area, and it kind of looked really off because of the way the terrain is at the bottom of the map that makes it so that you can't actually add water around. So it looks really weird.
Good morning. Today's turning out to be a good day.
Credit farm's a long way from the mainland, so it takes a long time to get the medicines I ordered. I always stock extra. Don't worry about running out, or you can just make it yourself. Sure you can have the favorites.
Oh, how pretty.
Let's have a look-see around here, you know? It's like, there's no way to have any, like, you know, kind of fencing stuff going here. But I did use, a Jurassic Park, what are they called again? Whatever it was, you know, to represent the graves, you know? And I also had a bunch of flowers and stuff up here, and for this I think I used the Jurassic Park gates, because as close as you can get to an arch. I think I had flowers around here too. Also gonna make note of these right here. It's like anywhere that these things are, it's gotta be, you know, for future reference, you know. These are where the lights go. They don't have benches in the game, which is, funnily enough, one of the things that's a lot of people complain about. It's like, we want benches. A park with no benches is ridiculous. I do have fountains though, but I can't make a fountain that looks like that. And as for signs, it doesn't really make sense. You're like, oh yeah, they'll put up a sign here, but it'll be a sign for a dinosaur. Like, yeah, T-Rex enclosure. It's like, no, that's a church. Speaking of which, I'm thinking of maybe if I make it on a different map, I might have a hotel represent the church, like I already done, and have the bell tower as a favorite tower. That kind of makes sense. As for this is just impossible to really work with. You don't have anything that big in the game. And this area I end up just making an enclosure. That's how I started the bloody thing. Anyways, hello. Hey. 18, did you find a necklace? Bad news. It's like right behind us. I see. Well, what can you do? Some lost things don't get found. But you got it from a close friend, right? In that case. It's alright, it was my fault for losing it. I'll just forget about the necklace. But thank you for looking, baby. I've already. What's for the gloom? Anyway, I have good news too. Recently monsters have stopped pestering me, not a single one in a month. New record. I'll take the bad with the good. I'm not gonna get down. Annette. Never changes.
Good morning.
Ah, that's some scarf you have. I like systems like that, but I guess it's not very many. Yes. It's right there. Berries, necklace, pieces. What should I do? Ask Electra, of course. Did I talk to Joe Schmo? Where is he?
Morning there. How you feeling?
It's my least favorite part of the album. It's like my little rapper. Gotta be. Oh wait, she's all the way up there, really? Well, whatever. I even got stuff to sell. I got one thing, I guess.
Morning. Morning! It's gonna be a fun day. What's up? Selling something?
Well, actually, sell some scrap metal.
Thanks.
Bronze.
Thanks.
Silver.
Thanks.
And this.
Thanks.
It seems like I've got more than I thought. I don't know.
What'll it be? How many? We'll bring it to your shed. Well, Bismarck will.
Yeah, that's how I felt today. I'm sleepy.
Ooh, this is crazy cute. You have awesome taste.
It's like you keep giving me a necklace a day. It's always a different one. Oh, for the bathhouse, I just used 2 toilets back to back. It worked with it very well. In Jurassic World Evolution, you know, trying to recreate Fenn Island did not pan out.
You seem to be doing well today.
So, Dean, do you like anyone? Oh yeah, I didn't think you'd be into that kind of it. So, who is it? Just like it's me, I'm a narcissist. It's just like you're in love with yourself. Okay, whatever. Accident click. It's this controller, man. It's what I talked about at the start. The analog stick is dodgy on it. Yeah, some iron.
Whoa! I've been wanting this! Thanks! You're a lifesaver!
Man, time goes by fast, doesn't it? It's like it's almost already time for the dates.
Hi! Good morning. Let's make today a great day.
Wait, I thought we were meeting that noon at a church closet. Yes, we are. I have a giant corn. I'm saving the fruit for the dates.
Did you get that here on the island? That's amazing!
Did I ever talk to? I think so. Oh yeah, I gotta talk to Electra about this whole, you know, broken necklace thing. Also, just get a good look around here, just as a reference point, you know. Let's travel a bit quickly, shall we? Our date's in less than an hour. Could I talk to you about something? Certainly, what is it? Actually... So if that's the situation, may I see it? What do we have here? This is no ordinary necklace. It's enchanted by special elven magic. I cannot repair this. Too bad. Why did you ask Maerwen? She is an elf, of course. Oh yeah, thanks, Electra. Where is she at? She's all the way back there, of course. Gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go fast. What are you in such a tizzy about? I want you to look at this.
Huh?
What? Necklace? Why do you ask me?
Huh?
Hey, where did you get this? What are you freaking out about all of a sudden? Oh, I'm sorry, a necklace, right? I can fix it with you. So don't get pissy. Here, fixed. Now I'm very busy. Why is Maerwen acting so weird? Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. We don't want to be late for the date. The Sonja's already here. Yeah, don't pull in Elena now. You arrived early. You're gonna acknowledge you on time, right? Yep. Hello, Aden. Hey, sorry, were you waiting on? That's okay, I just got here myself. Oh, good. Now let's have a blast. Okay, so we're Team Rocket today, are we? What do we say? It really is a guessing game, isn't it? It's like, they've done something, they've made some change, but we don't know what it is. Thanks. That's nice of you to say. So, what should we do? I know, let's go for a walk. Let's do the same date that always happens in winter. It's not gonna be the thumbnail now.
Brr, it's cold.
Because it's so late in the video.
It really is. Want to go somewhere warmer?
That's the opposite for me. It's bloody boiling.
Let's go there.
Wait. Oh, I want to go to the wedding chapel. Let's go there. Holy crap,
It's
it
always
says
so
pretty to
windy
me.
there. It's going to be even colder.
I don't mind. Let's go. Wow, it's so pretty.
It really is. It wasn't decorated like this back then, was it?
The church back then was nowhere near as nice as this one.
It wasn't? I do feel like the Dragon Shrine is a lot nicer now.
It got nicer and nicer as people worked on it a little bit each year.
Oh, I see. I guess that's what you call the March of Progress. And that's what the legendary golem tried to destroy. I'm so glad we won.
I always knew you would win.
Oh, really? Thanks.
Oh, right. I actually brought you lunch today. Ta-da! I woke up early to make it, and it came out really well. Eat up!
It's okay, yum.
Thanks. After all, I do know exactly what you like. I'll make lunch for you next time, too.
Do you know his favorite dish is apparently sushi?
Didn't you want to go to the chapel?
That's right, I forgot.
They always sneeze.
Are you okay? If you're cold, we should go someplace warm.
I'm sorry, but really, I'm fine.
It's snowing, but only for this year. Seriously. On that save file I was playing on through winter,
The snow is so beautiful.
it would snow almost every day, which was super annoying because that meant everyone would just stay in their room for the morning and I'd have to knock on the damn doors.
Yeah, it really is.
Aden.
I love you.
Ah. It's different compared to like Elena, where she was like, I'm only gonna say this once, or something like that. You know, leading up to her saying, I love you. What is this I'm feeling? I'm so in love with Sonja. I never noticed that she has a flower print on her, whatever the hell you'd call that outfit. I'm not good with fashion. This is my only chance to make the big decision. I'll regret it if I don't. No, it's not your only chance. You get a chance every other time after this. So glad you and I were able to stay in style. It was interesting hearing their dialogue talking about the world they came from, because we didn't really see much of that. We saw them, you know, near that pond area by the Dragon's Shrine. And they looked more or less identical to the little area there, at least. I don't think the mansion was there in the background, though. And then, you know, that light pops up and they're teleported 200 years into the future or something. I can't remember the exact details. But yeah, we didn't see much of their original world, other than the fact that they also had a lot of arch dragons constantly flying around, so very different. Thank you, it's so nice to get a present during the day. And date's over. Had a lot of fun today, let's do this again. This was so pretty. That was weird. I think that the snow was a present for us.
Hi! I'm so happy you came to see me.
You don't know how very difficult bosses are, you don't put yourself in danger and shit. I'll ask her on a date again after, well, actually, I don't know. I don't feel like it really matters all that much. You know, we've seen the spring went in, it's not that different. It's like, if it was close to summer, I would go for that, but I think I'm just gonna go for another winter wedding with this one. Less having the off-screen too many days and stuff. It's my necklace, you found it! Iron's got on the ground, that's why we couldn't find it before. We've seen this scene a million times. Seriously, there gotta be other dates that just happen to land on this day, I wouldn't be surprised. That's how it is, and you fix it for me. Yay! So glad it's been found.
Anette.
Wendy, what are you doing here?
What did you say?
Don't you call me Wendy. Forget about that. What are you doing here? It's a question I should be asking you, Annette. We were right in the same spot the whole time and I never noticed you somehow. Back with the Fed Valley when someone for my delivery job. You had no idea. Now working at the Jurassic procurement. What? Since when? You mean we were near each other and never knew it? Like, right at the start? Guys, it's just like, I hate to interrupt your moment here. Could someone please tell me what the heck is going on and, you know, give time so that I can, you know, show off my park at the end of the video? Oh, sorry, I guess I'll owe you an explanation. Wendy and I were friends when we were kids. This part's gonna be over 50 minutes because of this. So, well, never mind. Just for 2 or 3 years, and then I have to go back to the doctor. That's when she gave me the necklace. Among the elves, there is custom to give a close friend of the same sex a token of friendship enchanted with magic. Special magic? Didn't I mention that magic that makes you get along with monsters? Monsters will come right up to you. It seems like a bad thing, though. Hold up, what are you saying? Are you telling me that the reason monsters will be pestering me is because of that necklace? Pestering you? The effect should just be that they will come up. It's like she's on the moon with that weird jump there. Big so cute, but monsters have been pestering me forever. Those giant ones, they've nearly sunk many years yet. I thought that I had aggled the monsters or that they spelled something tasty on me. That's odd, there shouldn't be such a powerful effect. Maybe that was the first necklace I made out for. Now that I think about it, it might not have done exactly right. You're kidding me.
And you've been treasuring it all this time. I'm so sorry, Anette.
Oh, it's okay. It definitely caused me all kinds of trouble with Pegasus necklace. Now you and I have met again.
When I repaired the necklace, I fixed the enchantment so monsters shouldn't chase you around anymore. I'm so glad that you have treasured this as a token of our friendship.
Thanks.
Thanks!
It's all thanks to Aden that Wendy and I met again. Hooray! I gotta talk to her one more time. Oh, thanks to Aden that Wendy and I met again. So is Gerard's request on the bulletin board already? I mean, I don't need to on-screen this really at this point. Just checking. Yeah. So he's gonna ask us for 2 diamonds and a platinum, or platinum and 2 diamonds. So I'll just accept the request entry. Let me just go check my inventory because I don't think I have any of those. Which is why I didn't ask Sonja out on a date the second time. Let's see. Just remember, I haven't shown the monsters that I befriended, have I? I've got plenty of platinum, so I need to find diamonds. So before I wrap this up and, you know, record a bit of that Parking Jurassic Level 2, I don't know how long this video is going to be as a result. This is already up at 37 minutes. Let's say hello to new monster 1, new monster 2. I will show new monster 3 after brushing all the monsters in here. I'll also, you know, show the name. You are Jade, the wind elemental, and you are Hardy, the hardest, which is a fairy of sorts. I wonder if it counts to that Makoto request, or not Makoto, Pandora, which is like, bring me a fairy. I don't know if that counts. You are the new monster. You look just like the other guy, but you're red instead. I'm actually gonna send one of the monsters in the barn to Fall Island because... Which one is it? Rune, eggplant, diamond. Yeah, you. Because if you look over here, this guy grows the same stuff, but the elemental actually grows daikon as well, which I've noticed none of my monsters that grow it, which now that I think about it was just the one monster. Were there other monsters that grow daikon? Because I haven't seen daikon in a long time on any of the islands, and it's clearly because none of these monsters can grow it, so we're getting that yet then. So he's called Faust the Faust. He grows platinum and small crystals, silver and gold. I went with him for that very reason. It's like, yeah, that's all good stuff, you know. Gold, that's good. Platinum, take it or leave it, honestly. Because, well, actually, no, it's pretty good. For leveling up your crafting skill, once you get to really high levels and you got a lot of platinum, you just keep making platinum bracelets, and it's very high level, and you can use up a lot of the platinum you get. And small crystals are rare, so, you know, good to have a monster that can grow. But anyways, where is it? Welcome to the bar. So that's gonna do. Let's go with this, blah blah blah, and that never changes, blah 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 blah. You may notice that not all of these are being maxed out. Some is a very caring young girl, but can be as stubborn as a mule. So that's gonna do for this part, but I will, you know. I don't know, will it be 10 minutes long? Probably, I wouldn't be surprised. Show the park that I made trying to recreate Venom Island in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Very strange thing to do, but yeah, I'll show that. And we'll see you next time, viewers. Well, the plan actually is, next part will start off with whatever day the second date is gonna be, Or maybe I'll do that the day before, actually. Maybe like the day right before the date, so that I can, talk to Sonja multiple times to get more dialogue. Because when you get married, the dialogue changes again, Because, much like with Elena and Odette, where they were like, couples kiss and all that, should we do that? And it was more or less the same as all the other ones, where they're like, maybe some other time. Stuff like that. Some extra dialogue that we haven't seen on the screen yet, So that's what it'll be. I'll get the platinum and diamonds so that I can get the engagement ring from Gerard, then ask Sonja on a date, and the day right before the date will be where I on-screen the next part. So with that, see you next time, viewers. See you next time. Right, let's get down to business. Pausing in 3, 2, 1. That was a bit of delay, honestly. So pressing square in 3, 2, 1, 0. There's just a slight bit of delay in general. So, this is the park I mentioned. As you can see, there is a distinct lack of an ocean. It's like, this is supposed to be the beach. It looks nothing like it. It's like, changing rooms just had its toilets, and in place of benches, I would use these. And there was a flag. So not really much of a beach. Not exactly surrounded by an ocean. It's like, the arrival point was where the golem would be, but as you can see, there's no ocean around here. It's kind of impossible for me to pull off in this game. So, this comes up from here, this is a dean's house. It looks nothing like it because it's just a hotel. And then you got the inn, which is just 2 hotels back to back. You also got a banner there in place of that, what would you call that? Come to think of it, I didn't add one for over here either. That kind of underpass kind of thing. I don't know what it's called. But, try to emulate that, but can't really do that. And there were some crates outside, so I used that. This also right here, this is what I use in place of signs, because, the alternative to that would be using these signs, It's just like, oh, the arrival pad, that doesn't really make sense to have that there. Having dinosaur enclosures signs doesn't make sense unless there are dinosaurs around. Which there technically are. Let's actually start off with the first enclosure behind here. These guys are small, so I don't know where they are. No. So you can see, I decided to name all the dinosaurs after characters in Rune Factory Oceans. So this is, Aden's kids enclosure and Sonja Factory as well. Because Amy is Bismarck and Sonja's kid. We got Yashiki, who I also realized after I uploaded that, was it the previous part or the part before that? The part before that. That was Yoshiki, not Yashiki, but whatever. So what? It doesn't matter. And right connected to their enclosure is the protagonist enclosure. Where are they? Probably in the trees somewhere. Why must you do this? This is the trouble with this game. You got these big dinosaurs, and yet they just decide to go into the trees and make it so that you can't actually see them. You got this wide open area. Wait, there he is. It's Aden, the Giganotosaurus. And there's Sonja, the other Giganotosaurus. Tried to give them colors that represent the character, but couldn't really do much. Like green, blue, and whites and browns. So anyways, back to the street. This area represents, like, because they don't have a one building for all option, because I wanted to make this a 5-star park, you know, so use 3 different shops to represent Bismarck shop. I guess he expanded, you know. Did I add a hotel around? You know I didn't. It'd be kind of redundant with there being like 3 hotels in this area alone. And you know how there's arches on either side? Like this area leads down to the harbor, so I use that in place of that. And the same thing over here that leads to the blacksmith area in the mansion. In here, of course, we're going to have Bismarck and Sierra represented as Albertosaurus. So you got Sierra, given a bit of greens and yellows. Couldn't really recreate what I wanted to go with. I wanted a bit more orange, but yeah, you just deal with what you got. And Bismarck has more kind of browns, but a bit of yellows here as well. So as you can see over there, you know, let's go in order here, you know. So go around here. Long path. Very long path. Oh yeah, this area leads into the mansion dinosaurs. So this would represent the blacksmith area. Again, where is it? It's there somewhere. Right there. I always use this as like, that's the sign, you know, to point out that this is the blacksmith. Also at this little area up here, as you can see, the distance between is a lot further than it looks in Rune Federations, but I did have it on a different elevation. It's just I didn't quite do the same with the Seneca Keel mansion here. I got like loads of flowers in front like it is in game. Also tried to recreate the trees here as well. But this should be elevated a little bit, but it isn't because I've already put this together before that. And this is why I use the Jurassic Park thing, because I wanted to have like walls around it, but the walls are just too high, honestly. Kind of ridiculous. It's like this would represent the bath area, and in the bath we have Deinonychus. I wanted to go with like, you know, because they got this weird tadpole design. I was like, you know, this would be the fishing pond itself, but had to add in more here. I mean, I didn't need to add this much water, honestly. I could have just had that, but whatever. You know, just, well, this could represent the bath itself, you know. This is the pond outside, but this is the actual bath. But I went with Deinonychus and kind of a brown skin, because I was like, okay, they're like the char that you get from, you know, when you fish. Because that specific fish, I'm pretty sure, is brown, so that's my what's behind that. Over here would be, you know, I tried to make more arches, so I kind of have that kind of archway thing. Doesn't quite look as right. Got the fountain. Doesn't quite work well here to represent, you know, the walls at the back, and, you know, this would represent the hole. It's like, I would have had this like go all the way around here, but the problem is if I do that, terrain up there is gonna look weird. So I tried to recreate it as much as I could. And then up here, of course, we've got, you know, the Dragon Shrine itself, which, you know, it's okay. And here's Fangord. I mean, it fits, doesn't it? He's just like, it fits just about. Bloody hell, there's not enough room to fly around for such a big creature. But yeah, that's the Dragon Shrine. So, yeah. Now we go down here. Oh yeah, actually I should show the enclosure. This is the area representing the characters that go in the mansion. So, where are they? Here we got Beatrix the Brachiosaurus. Couldn't really get many colors going. Down here we have Tabitha, a Chunkingosaurus. Got a bit of dark skins as well. Now that I think about it, I should just change the setting to day, because this is really not adding to the colors. It's environment, daytime. Don't know why it's got to set in Jurassic World, but this is Jurassic Park. It's kind of got bluish blacks, kind of similar to Beatrix here. Down here we have Electra with the closest I could get to pink. And Maerwen over here that has more brown colors. Browns, whites, blacks, whatever. So, back on the road, shall we? Damn, this really is going to be over 50 minutes, because 9 minutes in, I've only shown like maybe half of this park. This area right here is a bonus area, because, wow, I had room for it. I'll go over that as well, but for now, this should honestly be facing the alleyway, but never mind, because I was viewing it from this side. This is basically the square. As you can see right here, I have made a ring, so you know, comes down to it, the dinosaurs will battle to determine who the marries. Over here we have the church, which should honestly have been, where is it? I should have used one of these, because this fits better for a bell tower, doesn't it? Instead of just a small hotel and a large hotel together. Should have changed the elevation of it as well. That's the trouble. It's like the area back there is like, what a pitiful looking waterfall. It doesn't look anything like it. And I had this, I guess, represent that giant signpost. And you know, again, wherever there were benches that would represent with those, because there's not really much you can work with. Over here, this would be down that little pond area. This is why I have these around here. Oh yeah, I didn't actually look at that, did I? I'll get back to that after this. More benches. This would be the giant signposts, and another signpost behind. This would be the market area. So I just had like some lighting here, some boxes hanging about everywhere, and some of these in the background. I would have the tents represent, you know, where each of their stalls would be. This would be Jocelyn's stall. She's got a giant log for sale and some stones. And James, he's just, you know, got a bunch of boxes, which is kind of accurate in a sense, but doesn't look right. And Joe Schmo, he has a, he had something next to his stall, so I had it represented as a flag. I also have lights around it, because I'm pretty sure they had a light next to them. And actually had, you know, shops set up over here so that, you know, there's actually stuff going on here to sell. And over here, the zip line, I originally had this be the representation of the lifts, but honestly the zip line makes more sense. That came later though. I've got these are like nothing to represent or anything like that, it's just, you know, so that guests can actually see the dinosaurs in the park. But let's backtrack a little, shall we? Because I didn't show Maerwen, Elena and James. So I got James the Majungasaurus, represented with blues and yellows. And Elena with a lot more yellows and a little bit of blue. And in this enclosure, not related to any characters, you got two Apatosaurs, and some Struthiomimus hanging about somewhere. This would be like the surrounding pond, lake area, or wherever you call it. Where the hell is Struthiomimus at? There you are, you little bastards. So, back to the square. Actually, go up here. So you got, you know, Gerard's Apolocanthus. I was originally gonna go with Ankylosaurus, but then I was like, I couldn't get any colors that have that kind of grayish white to represent him, so I went with Apolocanthus instead. The Lone Chasmosaurus Candy, tried to get a bit of kind of pinkish reds going there. Where are the other ones? Quinn, represented as Styracosaurus. And Kelsey's got the blues and greens. Must greens there, isn't it? Pandora all the way over here. Got the purples on the front. That's everyone in there, right? That's basically the church dinosaurs. Over here we have, representing the giant monsters, 2 Carcharodontosaurus. And then over in this enclosure, closer to the port area, we have Spinosaurus, Joe with reds, and Barkus with more kinds of whites. Bit of red and green there. So we're going to take a trip down to the port, which is the first area I made. So it's a bit rough around the edges. And this enclosure was the first one I made because I wasn't thinking of actually naming the dinosaurs after characters. So this just has a bunch of Compsognathus and Nodosaurs. So nothing special there. And you can see this right here does not represent that giant statue in the square. I could not get anything else to work with it because there's just not really any monument that would actually resemble it. This would represent like the boat. Doesn't really do much, does it? As you can see, look at the surrounding area here. There is no ocean because at this point on the map is where, you know, this is the area where you can't build. So I couldn't add water around it like I originally wanted. So you just got a bunch of boxes and some lighting. That's about it. In here we have Jocelyn represented by Dinosaurus. And Anette is hiding in the goddamn trees like an asshole. Represented as an Amargasaurus. Oh yeah, I didn't go over the Three Sisters now that I think about it. Three Sisters and Makoto actually. We'll get back around to that. So this would represent the cave area, which in hindsight I should have used an Avery. You know, like I did with the Dragon Shrine. Because as you can see, they can connect together. So I could have gone like 1, 2, 3, 4 or so of these going across to represent the cave area and just have a bunch of rocks in it or something, you know? But I ended up creating something like this instead. Got Pentaceratops and Brachiosaurus. And we come full circle, we're going back to the beach. And in the beach we find 2 Diplodocus and I think 4 what are they called? Tyrannosaurus, yeah, there it is. Got 4 of these guys in here. So we go back up around here, and we're back to where we started, but in here is the enclosure that has the Three Sisters and Makoto. Speaking of which, this is Makoto, represented as a Hyangosaurus. Got some blacks and greens and blues. I wasn't expecting to have more greens, I thought it would be more black. But now that I see it in the lighting, it's because they've got a species viewer mode, but because it's just surrounded by a blank screen, you have to mess with the lighting to be able to see what the color really looks like. Where are they? There you are. So I went with Gigant Spinosaurus for the Three Sisters, so this is violets. Got Lily with more kind of yellows, orange, but not much orange. Again, sometimes it looks like it's going to be more orange, but then it isn't. And of course, Anette's more green colors. So is that? Have I gone over each of these enclosures so far? Just double checking. I'm pretty sure I have. So now we can go into the bonus area. This is no, not that area. Wait, is it that area? Actually, yes, it is. Because I was like, you know, screw it. I said in my Little Busters Let's Play, I commented on one of the background screens during the baseball game. when they're playing, well, not doing a baseball game, when they're just practicing playing baseball, and it's like, that trees look like that one in Jurassic Levels 2, and I joked about making a park around it, and I didn't, but you know, I decided that I did it anyway. So in here we have Proceratosaurus representing the refrain characters in Robusters. So you got Kanata, Sasami, and Saya, who has not appeared yet in my Let's Play Robusters because she's exclusive to refrain, I guess. And in here we have the baseball field itself. And its inhabitants are Masato, an Ankylosaurus, Kengo, another Ankylosaurus, and you got Kuragaya, the Iguanodon, and Kyosuke, the Iguanodon. I just now realized this one. I released this one first, so you know this one by default should be the alpha. Kyosuke being the alpha makes more sense. He is the team leader after all, sort of. Where's everyone else? The smaller ones, you know, Mew, Coogs, the shortest character, and Haruka to lead them, even though she's probably a bit taller than most. So Dracorex to represent them, and as you can see, they're just roaming freely around because in one of the recent updates they allowed it so that you can have a setting where dinosaurs can roam freely and the guests won't freak out and get killed by it.
In a world of dinosaurs.
Where are they? By the way, this is the tree I used to represent it, but it's not the tree I was thinking of because I think it's exclusive to the temperate biome. Or maybe it was the, tropical. I don't know, one of those settings had a tree that looked exactly like the background tree. But since I'm using the kind of autumn one, with this one, this is a Pennsylvania map, it doesn't quite have a tree that represents it, so I just went with that tree. Where the hell are they? There's 3 of them, man. There's... oh, there they are. So you got Kamari, the Pseudoceratops, Rin, Anola, and the Pseudoceratops represented with browns, as is Ricky, who is leading them because he's the protagonist. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a long video. I hope you enjoyed this little extra tour of this park I made. It's like, I'm thinking of maybe trying to recreate Fenif Island again on a different map with a different biome, and maybe use the Malta buildings because they have a bit more of a worn down brick vibe to them, which, you know, more closely resembles the architecture of Fenif Island. So that's gonna do for this. This video is gonna be ridiculously long, and the file size is gonna be crazy, not just because of the length, but because any video that I record Jurassic World Evolution 2 for is always a mammoth-sized file. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you next time, viewers. See you next time.